All right, let's talk about something you've probably seen on food labels or heard about forever: Recommended Dietary Allowances, or RDA. We're going to break down what this actually means for you, your food, and your health.
So, where did this whole idea even come from? Well, it all boils down to a super simple question, one that pretty much everyone asks themselves. I mean, really, have you ever stopped to wonder? It feels like this constant tightrope walk, doesn't it? You don't want to eat too little, but you definitely don't want to eat too much. So, what on earth is that just right sweet spot? Well, the good news is we don't have to just guess. There's actually a science-backed guide designed to answer that very question. And that, my friends, is where the RDA steps in.
Okay, so first things first, the RDA is not some crazy strict diet plan. It's way better to think of it as your friendly, science-backed guideline. It's the target amount of nutrients you should aim for every day to keep your body happy and healthy, and it's designed to cover just about every healthy person out there. Now, this is super important. We got to talk about the difference between a requirement and the allowance. Your personal nutrient requirement is the bare minimum your body needs just to avoid getting sick. But the RDA, it's set higher on purpose. It has this built-in safety margin, kind of like a health buffer, just to make absolutely sure that the needs of almost everyone are covered with a little extra room to spare. And that little health buffer we just talked about, that's a huge clue that the RDA is thinking way bigger than just what's on your plate for dinner. It's actually a key piece of a much larger plan for public health.
I mean, the goals behind creating RDAs were massive. They were created to tackle huge issues like wiping out widespread nutrient deficiencies across the entire population, improving public health from the ground up, and even helping governments plan out their national food strategies. It's a really powerful tool for building a healthier world.
And you might be wondering, what does it cover? Well, pretty much the whole shebang. We're talking energy, which you get from calories, proteins for building and repairing, fats for crucial body functions, and of course, all those essential vitamins and minerals that keep the whole system running like a well-oiled machine. Okay, but here's where things get really interesting. These guidelines, they're not some one-size-fits-all number that's stamped on everybody. There's a pretty cool twist. So let me just ask you this. Does it make any sense for every single person, no matter who they are or what they do, to have the exact same nutritional needs? Right. The answer is a big, resounding no way. And that's because the RDA is actually a super personalized tool. See, your specific recommendations are actually tailored to you. They shift and change depending on a few key things: your age, your gender, and this one's a biggie, your physical activity level. So let's dig into that activity level for a second, because it's a big one. It's usually broken down into three main categories. You've got sedentary, which is what you'd expect, mostly office work, not a lot of heavy lifting. Then there's moderate, for people who have a mix of sitting and being on their feet. And finally, heavy, which is for folks doing tough physical work all day long. Long story short, the more you move, the more fuel you need. And then, of course, there are some really special life stages where the rulebook gets a big update. For instance, during pregnancy and lactation, a person's nutrient needs go way, way up. The body is literally building and feeding a whole new person, so the RDA adjusts to make sure both mom and baby get everything they need.
All right, so we've got these awesome personalized guidelines. So what? What's the point? How do we actually use them out there in the real world?
Well, their reach is actually pretty incredible. On one end, you can use them on a personal level to plan healthy meals for yourself or your family. But on the other end of the spectrum, they're used to shape massive government food policies and to create meal plans for huge institutions. Think hospitals, schools, and even the army. Okay, so let's boil this all down. What do you need to remember? Number one, RDA is your go-to guide for daily nutrients, and it comes with that awesome safety buffer. Number two, it is absolutely not one size fits all. It's personalized for you. And number three, it's a seriously powerful tool for keeping you healthy and for keeping our whole society healthy too. So we've covered the what of RDA. We've talked about the how. Now the biggest question is the one I have for you. Now that you know the framework, are you ready to take a look at your own plate and start asking why? Why are you eating what you're eating? That's where the real journey begins.